Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Illusion Fox Gaming. Today we're going to be doing the level 10 Arcanist's quest, Tactical Planning. Acting Guildmaster Thubergim wishes to assess the improvement of your Arcanima skills. Yes, the time for your next lesson is upon us. You are keeping well, I trust. Taking the occasional brisk walk. One cannot form sound thoughts if one fails to maintain a sound body. Now, assuming you've been following Kylia's instructions, you should be ready to face the more dangerous threats found in western Lanasia. I speak of roselings and wild jackals, and yes, I would have you vanquish 3 of each. 'Tis a perfect sample size. The first acts as a preliminary test, case the second to test your hypotheses. The third to perfect the tactics you've devised. Speaking of which, I trust your strategy will consist of more than simply flinging runes over and over again. You are not the novice you once were, and your skills in the field ought to reflect that. If you find yourself wanting for other approaches, consider an assault with ruin in tandem with attacks from your carbuncle. One timed appropriately, you can deal a crippling blow to your opponent. Although he's wrong, we are just probably going to spam ruin. Usually you had far more options of control for your carbuncle some time ago, but they removed most of the controls. So let's see what it has to say here now. Welcome back. How did it feel to conquer such ferocious foes? Let's ride that wave of triumph onto an even more demanding and dangerous challenge. Your next training exercise will have you accompanying Forseer Kylia on one of her inspections. The experience will afford you the opportunity to witness firsthand the practical application of Arcanima. Pray do not tarry. Kylia waits you on the floor below with further details. I cannot get that name right. I know I'm pronouncing it wrong, but I'm not quite sure how I'm supposed to pronounce that. A timely appearance, as I expected. Shall we proceed directly to the job at hand? I have been tasked with examining the wares of a goblin peddler caravan run by the Boylestocks family. Our agents suspect these beastmen merchants of dealing in forbidden goods. As such, I have calculated that announcing an inspection has a 60% chance of inviting physical violence. I have prepared a strategy to respond to this possible shift into hostilities, but there's an important precondition you should be made aware of before we discuss the finer points of my plan. Though I'm considered gifted in the formation of tactics, I lack the reflexes and coordination necessary to employ many of those self-same strategies on the field of battle. Pray keep this factor in mind and adjust your perceptions accordingly. Now, should the goblins offer battle, you are to execute combat pattern 1345, otherwise known as Stratagem Focus Fire. You and your carbuncle will concentrate your attacks on a single foe, and one by one, the enemy will wither under the combined onslaught. Probability of victory, 95%. Reports place the peddlers in the vicinity of the cookpot in Middle Lanasia. I will depart immediately to assess the situation. Seek me out once you arrive. Let's see. Let's go take a look here. I am Former Kylia of Malvound's Gate. You are to cease all transactions and surrender your goods for inspection. Nasty, sneaky peekers. Gobby spit upland their nosy eyes on stabby iron. A predictably aggressive response. Very well, remember what we discussed. That was easy enough. Ruin spam all the way. Nicely done. Adaptation, improvisation. I might have been observing our beloved guildmaster himself in action. This was the perfect example of how the strategy for a given task should be tailored to the abilities of the assessor. In other words, before you begin formulating your tactics, it is necessary to fully understand your own strengths and weaknesses. On that note, there is another question I would ask you. When it comes to improving the probable success of a strategy, do you consider it more or effective to concentrate on playing onto your strength or shoring up your weaknesses? Again, you respond as the Guildmaster once did. I must revise the probability of your potential to attain greatness to 97%. You are one to keep an eye on, that much is certain. But to return to the subject of battle plans, your calculations must include an accurate assessment of your available techniques and their relative effectiveness. This requires you to be critically aware of your own limits, the limits of your allies, and the characteristics of your enemies. I believe that covers everything for today. Please return to the guild and make your report to Mistress Dubergheim until next we meet. I shall abide here until the Yellow Jackets arrive to take the peddlers into custody. My strategies will keep me company. Okay. Let's go give in our report here. Back from the field, Kylia contacted me with a summary of events. It seems you were treated to a lecture on knowing thyself. That particular lesson is ordinarily taught only to intermediate practitioners. Without a sufficient store of combat experience from which to draw, it is difficult to fully appreciate the profundity of such a seemingly simple truth. Nevertheless, I feel confident that you will soon be ready for a more ambitious assignment. Keep to your studies and maintain the razor's edge of your mind. And so that was the level 10 Arcanist quest, tactical planning. Thank you for joining us here today for this little video on YouTube. Hopefully we'll see you again, either another video here or maybe one of our mini streams over on Twitch. Till then though, have a wonderful rest of your day.